God, it's funny that you bring up Big Bang Theory not being funny. Because, like, Big Bang Theory definitely does have moments. By the way, I'm right on the show gaming. Like, it definitely has moments for sure. It's one of my favorite videos of Big Bang Theory. It was this dude who was, like, he was, like, watching a scene. They're playing, like, ping pong or something. And Howard was like, all right, to determine who gets the whatever, it was like some nerdy memorabilia thing. It's time for the battle of Battlestar Galactica on the field of Star Trek to the power of Star Wars to the sun. Just listed off a bunch of nerdy shit that had nothing to do with each other in a sequence, and then laugh track hit. And then the dude paused the video and was like, where was the joke? He just said a bunch of nerdy things! And, like, I know that is not representative of all of Big Bang Theory's humor, but also I can't stop thinking about that video every time I watch anything with Big Bang Theory.
That's fair. Here's the thing, though. Like, because I've seen what you're talking about, and I don't necessarily entirely disagree that is not, like, some fucking geniusly crafted joke.
Fuck off.
But people are like, that is not a joke at all. But, like, it being a comically long string of nerd references, that is the joke.
Right.
Like...
You don't have to think it's funny.
Right, but, like, to say they didn't write a joke, they made a string of references. It's like... Yes, but they did it in such a way as, like, that is the joke. The joke is that they strung together a whole bunch of nerd shit for no fucking reason. And now, granted, yeah, is the joke there for most people, especially... Because, like... Nerd culture is no longer truly nerd culture for the most part.
Right.
Especially now in 2025, even more than it was then, and it was already, like, pushing in that direction when the show started. Like, nerd culture is just kind of culture for the most part.
Right.
But, like, especially for the primary audience of The Big Bang Theory, laughing at nerds because they're nerds is still just kind of a thing.
Right.
Like...
It's comedy gold.
So, I don't know. I get that, and I'm not sitting here saying you have to find that funny. I don't think it's funny. That's not a great joke, but, like, to say it's just not a joke at all.
That just seems like a little bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I imagine it was probably intended that way. Of course, it might not have been. You never know on the internet.
No.
People definitely say that kind of stuff with a completely straight face,
right.
too. So, you know, who's to say one way or the other? But, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. Especially because it's like, and lots of comedians have talked about it, and I hate to talk about the stuff that comedians talk about, because to be frank, I think, this is stereotyping obviously, but I think lots of comedians think a little too highly of what they do, and also a little too lowly of, like, the audience's ability to, like, get it, I guess.
A lot of comedians have the air of, well, I'm the one who knows.
Right, I'm the comedy professional, therefore if I make a joke, it's funny, and if you don't like it, you're the problem.
You didn't hear it right. I didn't tell it wrong, you heard it wrong.
Right. And that's not to say that, like, comedy isn't difficult. Like, it definitely can be. And as people who make jokes all the fucking time, not everything that we say is fucking hilarious.
Right.
We have some stupid shit. But that's another thing. And it's so funny to me, because I'm not going to sit here and say every joke I make is clever by any stretch of the imagination. I make some clever jokes sometimes, but most of the jokes you and I make are not that clever.
No.
Remember
when I started screaming "Strangers Like Me" while we were fucking on the tree?
Yeah, like a lot of it is just dumb, stupid bullshit. And you do this too, and I probably do it also, and I just don't think about it when I do it. But whenever you and I are together, we crack up fucking constantly.
Yeah.
As a general rule. Whenever Finn and I are together, I can crack Finn up like nobody's fucking business. Finn constantly is telling me how fucking stupid a joke is, and it's like, it's not inaccurate, but like they do it, and you do the same thing with like the implication that it's not actually funny because it's fucking dumb.
Right.
And like, That is so not accurate. It's funny as hell. The fact that we are cracking up means I was successfully comedy. But to backtrack the conversation to where it initially was before I derailed it by talking about how comedians can kind of be up their own asses sometimes.
And how funny you are, because you're a comedic genius.
Exactly what I said, bro! You're so right! But no, comedians are often like, one of the hardest things about comedy is that comedy is like the only thing where if you do it poorly, people will say you didn't do it at all.
Right.
Because if you tell a joke and nobody likes it, nobody laughs. They're like,
well, that wasn't funny.
You didn't tell us, you didn't even do comedy. You didn't tell a joke. And it's like the joke is still there, even if you didn't find it funny, even if most people didn't find it funny. Like that doesn't make it a joke. It might just make it not a joke that a stand-up comedian should be telling regularly because it doesn't hit. Like, and that's fine. But the real problem that comes there is people take that to like it's next. Boss fight time already?
Yeah.
I forget how when you actually know where to go, more or less.
This level's fast.
Super short. Yeah. Being lost is 90% of the experience of Deep Jungle.
Yeah. But once you figure out you can skip the fucking vines and just like the Hippo Lagoon, like you really zip back and forth across this motherfucker.
Oh wait, I forgot. Still a little bit more left.
Yeah, little.
I thought it was straight to the final boss fight.
No.
I'm not quite there yet.
Sub-boss fight of Sabor first.
Yeah. But the unfortunate thing is, people are like, if I don't find funny, then no joke.
Right.
Which is an incorrect mindset, but it's usually fun. But the problem there is like, if you say something like shitty, but in a joking manner, but they don't find it funny, they say, I didn't find it funny, therefore no joke, therefore you're a bad person.
Right. Because
you obviously actually believe this.
Right.
And it's like with the existence of like Schrodinger's asshole.
Right.
What?
Sorry, continue. I was
no,
cheated.
You're good. That was fucking bullshit. But yeah, it's like Schrodinger's asshole, for those who haven't seen it, is determining if what I said is a joke or not based on people's response to it. If they don't like me being racist, oh, I was just joking. And if they do, yeah, fuck other races, am I right? But people apply that to like everybody. And especially on the internet, there's just the constant need to be morally superior to other people. And I'm not going to say that there's not, because that's the thing, even if you are joking, that doesn't inherently make what you're saying okay. Because lots of people joke about that kind of stuff, and they also hold those beliefs,
right,
which is super bad. But you have to be able to parse, like, the belief from the joke itself. You can't just like, no, I didn't think it was funny, therefore you're a terrible, horrible, homophobic racist, and nothing that you could say could possibly prove otherwise because this joke is proof.
Right.
Because it's not a joke. It's not funny.
Right. You may think it's funny because you think it's true, but it still doesn't make it a joke. But
yeah, I don't know. And obviously, like, really what it comes down to, and you and I have talked about this, and maybe we've talked about it on the show too, but like, people talk about cancel culture, and especially in like the context of comedy, no comedian has ever been canceled. No. Lots of comedians have had huge backlash to jokes they've told, and people are always going to, and I can't remember the guy's name, his whole thing though is that he just says like bad shit, and most of his jokes are like two-liners. And he's just smarmy as hell, which is, his thing. And I don't think he's very funny. To me, he just kind of does what Anthony Jeselnik does, but bad.
Right.
He does it in the way that, like, people like you and I would be able to do it. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
It's the least clever form of doing what they do, is basically what it pulls down to.
Right.
And, like, obviously it's worked. He's super popular. And you see him online all the time, all sorts of stuff. But, like, that's one of the things. People people in the comedy scene are always like, oh yeah, people are trying to cancel me. And it's like, no, they just don't think your joke is funny. No negative consequences functionally come from that. As a general rule. Now, there have been times. Because, like, Gilbert Gottfried, he made the tsunami jokes, and it got him canned from Affleck. Which, in reality, was probably more a business move to save a bunch of money with a Gilbert Gottfried sound-alike, if I'm being real. It was just a convenient excuse to get rid of him. And, like, Anthony Jeselnik, I forget what his was, but he tells the story of, like, the one time he took a choke down and apologized, and how much he hated it. But they came to him and was like, hey, listen, we're canceling your show if you don't.
Right.
And everybody who works on your show is going to get fired because, you know, your quote-unquote morals of standing behind the joke are more important than these people's livelihoods.
Right.
And so he took it down and he apologized. And like, would he have been a huge asshole if he didn't do that? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And is that like one of the very few proper instances of quote-unquote cancel culture in comedy? Yeah, like they literally were like, we're gonna cancel your show. But like, cancel culture functionally does not exist. Everyone who's like, oh no, I've been canceled, what they're really getting at is some people who used to like me don't like me anymore because they think I'm an asshole.
Right.
Which happens to fucking everybody.
Right.
And sometimes it's justified and sometimes it's not. But it's part of life on the internet.
Right. Just kind of how comedy goes. That's comedy, baby! Welcome to fucking Hollywood! Anthony Jeselnik? There we go. Fucking cat.
Man, speaking of Hollywood, remember how Sora's voice actor said some racist stuff while being arrested a while back?
Yeah.
I don't. That didn't happen. Sora is an untainted character.
Sora would never...
Oh, an actual good item!
Woo! Sora would never fall to the darkness. Run, Rosie!
It's crazy, too, because we heard about that, like, right after.
We started.
Yeah, because we did the first session, and it was, like, a couple of days later, I think, that we saw it. And it's like, man, we were a little, like, uncomfortably close.
Right, a little prophetic.
On the dark woke bit.
No, get out of here. I want to put on the white bang!
That chip is so funny to me. It's unfortunate that it just can't. Oh, and we got the upgraded protect chain, too.
Yeah.
So we have something for everybody now. Well, I say that like I don't give all my best items to Sora,
right?
And then everybody else just gets
whatever's
the scraps.
left.
Yeah, but it really doesn't make any sense otherwise. For defensive items, it's like, okay, I'm the only person who we die if I die, and for offensive items, it's like I deal more damage than everybody else.
Right. Like it just makes sense that Sora has all the best shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you all!
I hate you all! I wish you were all dead!
Be dead! Fuck, more monkeys!
Yeah.
Need more balls! Damn, Goofy. Oh, I thought Goofy handled it.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I'm impressed. He really showed his worth there. No. As usual, Goofy is just slightly better than Donald. True.
Because Donald would have died.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the real problem with Goofy being your tank. It's not like there's any way to make enemies focus him.
Right.
So he just does some damage and he absorbs a lot of damage. But like you could functionally remove him completely and just decrease the number of enemies a little bit and it wouldn't make that much of a difference.
God, I can't wait till we get the fucking magnet ability.
Yeah.
Get rid of that and replace that with the Praetorian chain, and that with the white fang, and then Goofy.
Oh, and I guess it's a thingy to
give to Goofy.
Yeah. Oh wait, does Tarzan have an item?
He has a spear.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because we should definitely steal his item if he has anything good.
He actually might have an item. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have shit. So I'm like,
oh, he probably used them already.
Yeah, or he's not wearing pants. One of the two. Who knows?
that doesn't stop people from carrying stuff around sometimes, bro.
I mean, yeah, that's true. You got the old prison wallet back there. Now we can put on Slapshot.
Hell yeah.
Is Goofy learned anything else? No. Donald, you make me nervous. Where's that cure, big boy?
I'm sure we're gonna go fight a boss fight with no stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's probably a good idea. Oh, I have all my stuff.
No, I meant like we're dying.
Oh, fair. Yeah, that we can go remedy that. If you insist.
Well, bro.
Sorry, monkeys.
Sometimes you gotta insist, or Sacred to go start the boss fight without it.
I wasn't gonna do nothing about nothing.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, we had to come back here anyway.
Near the treehouse. Oh yeah, there's way more to this level than I remember.
Same, actually. I really thought we did the Sabor fight, then we go
and then we're
fight
like, okay, final boss fight.
But no, you were correct. You fucking got it, bro.
It's kind of crazy that one of the first guys that you fight is a boss in one of the earliest levels of Kingdom Hearts has a gun.
Yeah. That is a little fucking wild, huh?
He's the easy guy to beat. Man with shotgun.
I mean, we could, if we really wanted to, we could have gone to Olympus and fucking fought Cloud.
That's true, but like you don't even need to go to Olympus.
Oh, that's right. That's also true. Well, actually, can't you not do Olympus until you get some extra shit?
I forget exactly.
I know Phil will like send you away after a while because I don't think you can just, if you haven't done this stuff yet, I don't think you can fight Cerberus. I think it like kicks you out of Olympus halfway through the level. Don't give me a line. I don't remember for sure. Think we're gonna beat Sephiroth?
No.
I'm gonna give it my best. I've done it before, like once. That big black fruit look. Okay, calm down, whoever said that.
Hopefully it wasn't Jane.
Yeah, I'll never beat the allegations.
I think Jane is racist.
I mean,
She's from England, from
like the 1900s or something like that. Like, she probably has some prejudice, but she's hot, so it's fine. That's how that works, right? I've been told.
I can forgive racism as long as you're hot enough. And damn, you girl are hot enough.
Now we can go back to where we were.
Whee! 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 Yeah, you really never realize just how much of Kingdom Hearts you can just completely skip if you're not going to like pick up the treasure chest and shit.
Right. And like I don't as a general rule, I don't just skip every fucking level in this game. It's just the vines are bullshit because this game controls poorly.
Oh, for sure.
And I think I actually fucked myself.
Well, it's like there's a treasure chest if you climb those trees too, but it's like, again, like we were talking about in Alice in Wonderland, the platforming in this game.
Not great.
Where we go now?
Fuck! You can't get out of the water from here, because you can't. Oh, wait, can I walk up here? Yes, I can. Never mind. Everything's great. Everything's fucking perfect.
Ah, you're stupid.
Yeah?
Just making sure we were both aware.
Oh, yeah. No, we're aware. Everyone's very aware, bro. Oh, I can't make that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't want those chests anyway. Only bitches want those chests.
True.
I don't fucking
Man, I can't
that.
wait till we get the better platforming options.
Yeah. Well, and it's only in Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 2, I love the platform in Kingdom Hearts 2. Then Kingdom Hearts 3, it is just straight up fun to move around.
So I haven't played 3, 7, I don't know. Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely drastically improved. It has some issues, but like it's night and day compared to this, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. We haven't gotten to it yet, and I'll complain more about it when we get to it, but Agrabah, god damn it, I hate that fucking Jafar boss fight so goddamn much.
Oh, yeah. Personally, like, to me, that's one of the worst worlds in the game anyway.
It's very boring. Fuck. Fuck you all!
Hell yeah!
I really don't even need to do this, but man, I really want Donald to get Cure. I'm worried I'm just running, but I feel like I'm fighting everything. Banana, no! All my money! All my fucking money! I dropped all my fucking money, bro!
Oh no! Don't!
How am I supposed to get my money up when she's making me drop all my money from banana peels?
Well, you got me, bro. I've got no solution other than to maybe try it again next time on the show of gaming.